Alright guys, welcome back to this video. Now this video it might be a little bit strange, but I want to talk a little bit about my actual accent because on YouTube I had a challenge when I was creating my technology videos that the accent was a bit strange. So firstly I want to tell you guys this is the video to sort of recognize where I'm from based on my accent. So I'm actually from Trinidad and Tobago, and we do actually speak English, as you can see, but obviously my accent might be a little bit or maybe a lot different, as you can see, compared to, like, for example, the United States or even England. Now, a lot of the times in my previous videos on the technology channel, people would tell me that, why do you speak that way? You're Indian. Why do you speak that way? You should sound like someone from India. But of course, that's a bit unreasonable in the sense that I didn't grow up in India in any way. In fact, I have never been to India, and so even though I am of Indian descent, perhaps mixed in some way or the other, I have not actually practiced an accent based on living in India or anything like that. With that being said, of course, as you can imagine, because I'm not in the US or in Canada, etc. I'm not exposed to that accent, so I don't speak that accent. I've grown up with the Trinidadian accent, and I've continued to do that. It sounds, I know, to many very strange. Some people have said it's a bit rough or coarse. It's not really one of those things that I can change, unfortunately. It's one of those things that I wish I could, if it would relate to you guys or anyone else out there. It's one of those things that that I feel a little bit as though I'm a lesser person because I have this accent, and those are the things that we don't actually mention as as human beings being vulnerable people. It's not one of those things that I say I think I hate about myself, but it's one of those things that I think that people have made me think about hating myself, and that's the strange thing as well, because in life we are not islands, and we'll always be around people, and a lot of the times what people say to us make us feel a certain way, and we have to of course also remember that despite what people say, we also have to remember that our self-worth as well too. So I just want to bring that to you guys as well too, because you may be going through a situation in a whole different way. For example, it might be about your accent, but might be your skin color, and I'll probably talk about my skin color at some other point in time. But or your haircut, or just the fact that you wear glasses. I have so many different things that have influenced me in different ways as well. But it's not one of those things that I feel really happy about when people tell me that, oh, the accent is not this, or you have a bad accent, etc. And with that being said, it's not really necessarily my fault. It's not something that it's sort of like I just grew up with it, and just So the thing about it is, guys, with that being said, I hope that this accent is not going to discourage you from being on the channel. I'd really, really, of course, appreciate you guys looking and viewing as well too, and of course commenting as well too. What do you think about the accent? You could say whether you don't like it, but try not to be mean. Do you find that it is strange? Because I don't think a lot of people are actually exposed to the Trinidadian accent, and it sounds that way. It doesn't mean that I can't actually sound like an American. I may be able to try to speak like that. Like I could say, well, hello, how are you going? I could try, but it's not one of those things that are, like built into your mind because you haven't practiced it. So I just thought I would bring that to you guys. Tell me how you feel as well too in the comments below. And stay tuned to another episode where I'll be talking about something, preferably not about my accent, but something else. All right, so stay cool, guys. Bye.